friends, you are watching Follow Up News and Follow Up News. Welcome to all of you. Let's know today's top news headlines and come back a little later. Trump suggests coronavirus linked to Wuhan lab. Live updates. Let's get to know the details. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now and stay tuned. U.S. President Donald Trump said China could have unleashed the coronavirus on the world due to some kind of horrible mistake, adding that he has seen evidence that the deadly disease, also known as COVID-19, came from a laboratory in Wuhan, where the infection was first reported. More than 3.8 million people in the U.S. filed new claims for jobless benefits over the past week, bringing the 6-week total since the beginning of coronavirus-related lockdowns to more than 30 million, as U.S. stocks fall sharply. The eurozone's economy shrunk by 3.8% in the first quarter, the biggest hit since records began in 1995. Worldwide, the number of confirmed infections stood at more than 3.25 million, with some 232,000 deaths and more than 1 million recoveries. The World Health Organization says it is very concerned about community spread in a number of countries in West Africa. Here are the latest updates. Friday, May 1st. 1:55 GMT, funeral home in New York overflowing with bodies. New York State officials have warned that funeral home could face fines and license suspensions, after police found that one such facility in Brooklyn had resorted to storing dozens of bodies on ice in rented trucks. Authorities found that the Andrew T. Cleckley Funeral Home had rented 4 trucks to hold about 50 corpses, Health Commissioner Dr. Howard Zucker said Thursday. A neighboring business owner called 911 to report that fluids were leaking from one of the trucks, police said. Health officials issued guidance to all funeral homes that they would not tolerate any of that kind of behavior, Zucker said at the daily coronavirus briefing by New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Workers moved bodies to a refrigerated truck from the offending funeral home in New York City, Craig Ruddle AP. 1:25 GMT. Japan to decide whether to extend state of emergency. Japan will formally decide as early as Monday whether to extend its nationwide state of emergency, according to the public broadcaster NHK, after Prime Minister Shinzo Abe warned citizens to prepare for a drawn-out battle against the coronavirus. The nationwide state of emergency is set to expire on May 6 and the government is planning to extend the emergency for about a month, sources have told Reuters news agency. Some countries are restarting business activity after closures and social distancing measures to contain the spread of the virus, even as Japan has seen far fewer infections and deaths than hot spots in the United States and Europe. The government is planning to extend the emergency for about a month, sources have told Reuters news agency, Eugene Hoshiko AP. 1 o'clock GMT. China reports 12 new cases of coronavirus. China's National Health Commission reported on Friday 12 new coronavirus infections as of the end of Thursday, with 6 being imported cases. There were almost 84,000 people infected of the disease in China, but about 94% of the patients have already recovered. At least 4,637 were officially reported as fatalities. Meanwhile, China announced that it will reopen the Palace Museum in Beijing to the public starting on Friday, May 1st. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now and stay tuned.